My students, after completing constructing simple sentences as I taught you in the previous lesson, now we are going to move a notch higher to learn about using phrases to build sentences. You know, language is now moving, language is now becoming sweeter, grammar is now becoming very delicious. You know what? You're about to listen to a greater thing. Now, phrases, these are group of words. Are we together? These are group of words that now form what we call, they come together and we call it now a phrase. Now, the big point that phrase, they add flavor. But there's something you should know. They cannot stand as sentences. A phrase can't be called a sentence because they add flavor. When you are talking about sentences, you know, we want now to demarcate from you saying simple sentences only without flavor. Now you're saying larger and longer sentences. Now, come with me, look at this. But now, number one, I want to teach you two phrases and you will use them to apply in all other phrases. Remember, as I always say, language, English is the simplest language you could ever learn here. Now, come with me. We have what we call prepositional phrase. What is a preposition? I taught you in course 1. What's a preposition? Tell me, what's a preposition? Words that show us the relationship between what? Of a noun, in between maybe a place. Are we together? Do you remember? Refer to lesson 1. It's very simple. I taught you there. Check on the playlist. Now, this is the big deal. The preposition of place, they act like maps. Remember in lesson 1, I told you that prepositions are the navigation. They are the GPS. But now here, the preposition of phrase, they act like a map. It's now a bit longer. It's well extended. In a way, look at this. That now, the cat slept on the rug. Now, what is the preposition here? Before now we get to the prepositional phrase, we have the word on. On is the preposition. It's called a preposition of place, a PP. On is a preposition of place. Now, we want it to be sweeter and greater. The cat slept on the rug. Now, that forms a whole build-up of a prepositional phrase. Now, this whole phrase here, it qualifies to be called a prepositional phrase. You get the point? I know you are learning something that is great. But now we are moving from a point of saying the cat slept on the mat. Now, that is the same sentence. My point is this. Now, we are adding flavor in a point that we will not just say that on is the only preposition in a sentence. Maybe the cat is, or let's say, let's form a sentence like, for example, I was walking to the market. Are we together? What is the preposition there? To. Are we together? But now, if I want you to form the whole prepositional phrase, you will not tell me to is the only preposition. Are we together? Get the point well. So you'll say to the market is the whole prepositional phrase. Yes, like this sentence here, on is the preposition, but you'll not tell me that this is the phrase. A phrase is made of one or two and more words. One, let's say more than one word, we'll call it a phrase. Now, the big point is this, that now the cat slept on the rug. Now, on the rug is our prepositional phrase. Now, let me move at another, to the second sentence. We will eat at noon. Number one, what is the preposition? At. This is the preposition of what we call time. At, noon. They tell us the time. This is the preposition of time. Just check in course 1. I taught you very well in the playlist there. Now, we will eat at noon. Now, the whole prepositional phrase, we will pick it from the word at, which is our preposition, and dive to the end where we have the word noon. So it's we will eat at noon. Now that qualifies to be our prepositional phrase. Now, there's another one. It's the cat is sleeping under the bed. You will not tell me that the prepositional phrase is under. Under is one word. One word can't be called a phrase. A phrase is made up of more than one word. So, under the bed will be what? Our prepositional phrase. Simple as that. So the big deal here is this, that now when we formulate these words, we must be very careful. If you hear of a teacher telling you, identify the noun phrase, know that he or she has told you to identify more than one word beginning from the noun. All right. I picked another thing that is very important. Adjective phrase. When you get to university, or for those who are in universities, there's something they're called the adjectival phrases. Now, that is a bit higher because now it is CBE. I must make sure that I integrate so that everyone understands well. For now, let's pick this. Adjective phrase. What is an adjective? These are words that describe what? A noun. Are we together? And a noun, in this point, I'll say, these are words that describe the subject. Remember, we are moving a notch higher. You will not hear me any longer saying about nouns. I'll be talking about subjects. You will not see me talking about verbs. I'll talk about predicates. So, there's a sentence here that now they describe a noun in more details. Now, adjective phrases tells us more about nouns in more what? Details. Let me show you something here that is very important. For example, the man with the red tie, the red hat. All right, so I don't know if my tie is red. Anyways, the man with the red hat is my uncle. The man with the red hat is my uncle. Now, what is the adjective phrase? Tell me, what is the adjective phrase? Number one, here is our subject, the man. That is now the noun. That is the subject. Now, as I told you, that the big point of what we call adjectives, they describe a noun. So, what describes any word here? A man with the red hat. So, with the red hat describes this man. Now, with the red hat qualifies to be our what? Adjective phrase, because it has described the noun, which is the man. Are we together? The boy with the red shoe. So the red shoe is our adjective phrase. This will teach you much, because if I teach you about adverbial phrases, they are very simple. What's an adverb? These are words that describe predicates, which are verbs. They describe adverbs themselves, and also they describe what? Good people, refer to course 1. I taught you there. They are very simple. These are very, very simple things. Now, the big point is this, that now, for you to understand phrases, you must know the course 1. Honestly, I want to tell you this. This is the truth. There is no day you will understand what I'm teaching here. You will never understand what I'm talking here if you don't refer to course 1. Course 1 is very important for you to refer and know that truly these phrases are made from the parts of speech. Remember, for you to know grammar very well, you must know the patterns, which I taught very well in course 1. Now, my big point is this, that now here are some of the prepositional phrases and also the adjective phrases. We also have adverbial phrases. We have many types of phrases. The big deal. Pick these two, apply them in all languages. The takeaway is this: a phrase is more than one word. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm much elated and much ecstatic for your presence here. May you keep on tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Let me give you a homework. Can you come with one friend who is struggling in English? Please bring me one friend, and you will have saved someone to understand all this language here in Ombasa English Academy. Goodbye. Stay tuned as I bring much more in the upcoming lesson. Thank you so much.